Okay, you guys, this is me, Akina. Hopefully, you guys can hear me. Let's see something here. Um, I'm gonna refresh because I don't think my audio's come in yet. Okay, you guys, happy Friday. Yes, thank God it's Friday. Hopefully you guys are doing well this morning. Um, I'm getting ready to cook me some romaine. Um, haven't had that in a while, and truthfully, that's even getting expensive, you guys. I'm talking about the romaine noodles in the box. Those things used to be like $2.50. Now they're like $3, almost $4 for a box of ramen noodles. My daughter likes the chicken flavored kind, and when I went to the store yesterday to get her noodles, they didn't even have them. I had to end up buying the individual packs of romaine noodles. And when I tell you, it was like $3 for 6 packs of the noodles. That was like 50 cents for each pack of noodles. And I was like, when did they ever go up on that? You know, I when I sent to the store, you guys, I'm like extremely frustrated by the food prices and everything that's going on. When I tell you that food is just getting expensive, I don't know what to tell you guys other than you need to stock up. You need to start you need to start getting shelf stable foods. You need to do what you have to do. It's getting expensive, you guys. It's getting expensive to eat. It's getting expensive to live. I mean, between the rent and bills and food, how are we supposed to survive in this? I mean, I'm not spending under $50 for each grocery visit. Each grocery visit that I'm making, it's costing me anywhere from 70 to $100, per visit. And sometimes I have to send to the grocery store multiple times throughout the week because I have growing kids and I'm not buying the name brand foods. I'm buying the generics, and that's just as expensive as the name brand foods. And I'll give you guys an example. I sent to get a gallon of milk, just a gallon of all brand milk, not store bought, not store brand or any of that. No Bortons, no Clan Piter, no, none of that, right? Just simply straight off brand milk. $6. So I happily looked over in my app and I said, well, how much is the Borton's milk? And they wanted $8. So like $1 less. And the store didn't even have the gallon of milk. So I had to end up getting 2 quarts of Borton's milk, which still cost me like $5. So it, I just need you guys to understand that it's getting expensive. Don't get me started with eating out. We don't eat out, but if you're gonna eat out, you're spending just as much as what you're gonna spend in the grocery store. Um, I sent to just get some stuff from the store, little snacks. Um, a box of pies would be like a snack for me and my kids. Like we have ice cream in the deep freezer, right? We still have leftover cake. Um, but I ended up sending for a bag of chips, not the big party size, just the 8-ounce bag of chips, $6. A box of pies, $6. When has Little Debbie pies ever been $3 a box? I remember when those things used to be a dollar and a quarter, um, $1.99. Now they want $3 for a box of Little Debbie pies. with just 8 or 10 little pies in a box. And I just think that's insane. My water, I absolutely love Ozark water. They want $8 for a case of Ozark water. Damn, they're $9. I'm now having to buy my water in little bitty small increments. Um, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Today, I'm sitting to make some tuna salad. I was going to get some sandwich trays and get some finger food to eat today. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna send for some tuna salad and the commodities. Like, I already have the commodities and everything. What you would need to make up. Tuna salad and stuff with. I just need to send for some tuna, some grits, some bread and eggs, and some chips, and some sandwich meat, and that's what we're gonna be eating the weekend. I'm probably not gonna be cooking for Mother's Day. It's just getting ridiculous to cook and eat. Um, I'm just not doing it, you guys. It's just fucking expensive. Um, I just don't understand, how people are out here making it. Like, you're low income on the poverty stricken line. Like, how are you guys out here making it, man? Like, it's just expensive. It's just ridiculously expensive to just eat. Um, I'm always buying Ritz and crackers in my house because my son likes to eat a lot of Ritz and crackers. Like, I don't know what this obsession is with him and Ritz and crackers, but he loves Ritz and crackers, and he eats the box. He eats like a box of them up at a time. So when I make tuna salad, I always buy like Ritz and or crackers. Sometimes, I buy both because my kids like to kind of substitute, and the kind of Ritz that I buy are the chicken crackers. Um, and then I buy the clubhouse crackers. Um, Another thing that I do is I do buy bread because sometimes my kids like to eat their tuna salad with bread, and or they like to eat it with um crackers. It just I mean, Ritz, it just depends, but it's just getting expensive, you guys. And I need to go ahead and add this stuff on my cart and have it shipped out here before this weather gets bad later. But it's just ridiculous. I just don't know how you guys are making it out here. I don't know what you guys are doing to eat, but I mean, I'm going back to your basic meals like salmon and things that are just inexpensive, and chicken and rotisserie chickens, which are cheaper. And if I were going to cook for Mother's Day, I would get like a rotisserie chicken and do some dressing or something. I don't even feel like cooking for Mother's Day. That's where this is going for me. Um, it's too expensive, you guys. Hold on a sec. $60, you guys. $60 just on the stuff to get tuna made, and this is not with the condiments. Um, because I have a lot of that stuff here that I just bought like a couple of weeks ago. $60. This is how expensive it's getting. And I did throw in a pack of sandwich meat and a pack of cheese, which was the cheapest cheese that the store had. $60 just on stuff for tuna, salad, and sandwich meat. And I think I spent like $6 on a pack of sandwich meat. So I just told my kids today we're probably going to be eating tuna salad and sandwiches the weekend. I am definitely not cooking for Mother's Day. I did enough cooking for Easter. And I'm just not doing it. But I don't know how you guys are out here making it. I don't know how you're making it. I don't know how you guys are eating, but I'm cooking like really small meals, really low effort meals right now. And even cooking or even making sandwiches is becoming expensive. I mean, the bread, the sandwich meat, and the cheese. That's literally $15 for just bread, sandwich meat, and cheese. I don't know how. Yeah, literally. And thank God I didn't have to buy my mayo or mustard or pickle relish or any of that. Oh, the eggs were cheap. So if Republicans, you did drop the price of eggs down because I only paid like $1.77 for a dozen of eggs. So the price of eggs did go down, but the price of gas isn't going down. That's not going down. That's still $5 in my area. So you guys are gonna have to go back to those meals like that. You're gonna have to go back to eating like this because you can't afford to eat out. You can't afford to get takeout. A box of chicken is gonna cost you $50 or $60. And if you guys think I'm lying, I'll pull it up. Just for a family meal, like with 10 pieces of chicken, two large sides, and four biscuits, you're looking at $50. You're looking at $50, you guys. Without the sides and biscuits, you're still looking at $30. That's how expensive it's getting in this country. I did manage to get a gallon of milk, $5. My kids normally eat cookies with their sandwiches. I guess we're going to have to cancel Chips Ahoy. $4 for just a small pack of cookies, not the big family size. Oh, that's probably $6 or $7. And the chips, I managed to get those on sale. The party size, they had those marked down to $5 for today. Yeah, less than 10 items cost me $60. No sodas. We don't do sodas in my house, you guys. Only thing we do is my kids and I, we drink tea, we do juice, we do water. I don't drink milk, so I have to get my milk supplements from other sources of food. Yeah. We don't do sodas in this house. So that saves us like $10-15 a month, on sodas. But my daughter looked up and she's like, "Well, I guess it's gonna be sandwiches for today." Well, yeah, it is gonna be sandwiches for today, and the rest of this weekend. So you guys need to start stocking up. And it's not just the food going up, it's anything with delivery services too. So I have a UPS account, and I had to send my phone back. The phone that I'm trading back into my carrier. So they did spare me because I didn't have to get the printing label or anything like that, right, in the box to put it in. I called UPS yesterday to schedule the pickup, and the lady tells me that, and I'm actually just sitting, I'm kind of like lingering outside because I know that they're supposed to be coming here between like 9 and 2 to pick up this package. Tell me why yesterday she told me that it was going to cost me $36. And I'm like, what? $36 just to ship a phone back? Get the fuck out of here. And she says, I'll give you three options. You can either drop it off at a UPS store, or if you see a UPS driver, you can just hand it to him free of charge, or you can just pay the $36. And I says, well, I don't need the driver to come out today to get it because I still have to pack it up, and make sure it was in the box right and the labels on there right, and I says, what about for today? And she's like, oh, we have a window. It's gonna cost you $23. $23 just to send the phone back. And no, the label was not prepaid. It was a label that I didn't have to go and print. And try to find a box, and that would have cost me money for packaging. So I mean, it would have cost me $20 in gas just to go to a UPS store, which is in Baton Rouge, which we do have one here locally, but it's not really for shipping things off or anything. It's really for companies and businesses in the area. It's a smaller UPS store locator, right? Um, and here's the rain. I was really trying to get these groceries before this came. Um, I went ahead and paid it, but I was like, that's crazy. And she's like, yeah, due to the cost of gas and everything that's going on right now, you're going to start seeing increases on delivery services. That's including Uber Eats, any kind of delivery services. So when you guys start seeing these little price increases on your receipts from like Walmart delivery, Instacart delivery, Uber Eats, etc., understand that that is because the gas is going up. And as the gas is going up, so will the prices of delivery services. One of my apps that I use for delivery services, they're telling me that they're going to start charging me for bags. And I'm like, plastic bags? Really? So if the store brings out my groceries in bags, they're going to charge me for each bag. I think like 60 cents for each bag. And it's literally on the website that if you want to save money, bring your own bags. So what did I do? I told the driver, put my items in your vehicle, right? In your bags, and I will take them out of your bags and put them in Walmart bags that I have, or any kind of delivery bags that I have. Yeah, those reusable black bags. So if you want to save money, go and buy those reusable bags to put your groceries in. That's all you have to do. And then I know that I have this wagon, right? We have this wagon that when we would go to the store, we would just put all our groceries in there. And a lot of the drivers that come here, my groceries are sitting in their wagon that they went and bought. And they just take it out of the wagon and give it to me, like each item. And I just put them in bags in my house. And it's crazy what's going on. You guys, all of this is crazy. But yeah, you guys need to start stocking up because food is going to continue to rise. Gas is going to continue to rise. Medications are going to start to rise. My copay on my medication that I have to take went up by $10. And it's a medication that I have to take because if I don't take it, I'm going to die, right? And fingers crossed, thank God, I'm on the last prescription of this medication, my anemia medication. But I called the pharmacy and I'm like, hey, John. And he's like, hey, Akina, what's going on? Why the hell did my anemia medicine went up? And he was like, oh, your insurance paid for it. But I said, don't even worry about it, John. Don't even worry about it. He's like, you sure? Because I was going to explain to you what's going on with your insurance. I says, you don't even have to explain. I said, it's Trump. He says, yeah, it's Trump's economy. Yeah. So my prescription has gone up. I was paying like $1 for copay. Now I'm paying $10. So insurance has gone up a little bit. Especially if you have insurance through the marketplace or through your job, that's gone up. You guys, I just don't know what the hell we're gonna do because and that's just on one prescription, you guys. I have to get my vitamins and things like that from the pharmacy. So that's like a separate expense. So I don't want you guys, because I take a lot of vitamins with my medications. And luckily, I have a doctor who's kind of like into holistic and stuff like that. So she's kind of intaking vitamins with pills and stuff. So that's how I have it set up. But it's just crazy. It's just the price increases that I'm seeing that you guys need to just you need to budget, but not only do you need to budget, you need to know what you're spending your money on. Um, how do I save with my water? Well, I'm buying my water in like 12 packs. So that's saving me like $2. Yeah. When you buy them in smaller qualities or quantities rather than the big packs, because a big pack of 42 water doesn't last in my house with me and my kids. That's typically gone within 2 weeks. And as I'm cleaning up, I'm finding water bottles with half of bottles of water in them. And I'm like, okay, what are you guys doing here? You're not drinking the whole bottle of water. You're drinking some water out of that. And then you're just like tossing the bottles. So I buy them in small. I saw a lady on TikTok literally put numbers on bottles of water for her grandkids when they would come over to visit. And that's how she kept a tally of how many bottles of water she had and how much water is being drunk and who's getting what. Not this, I think that's insane that she's doing that. But she said that it's minimizing on her kid, that her grandkids coming over, just drinking up all the water because it's her water for the whole entire month because their parent doesn't bring stuff over for the kids. If you have children and you're bringing your children to their grandparents' house, bring their stuff to their house. Bring their stuff to the house because grandmother cannot afford to keep feeding your kids. Unless your grandparents say, or your parents say, hey, don't worry about it. I got stuff up here for my grandkids. I would still bring some stuff. I would bring some juice, some chips, little snacks. You know what your kids like. Just get that stuff and bring it over to your parents' house. And if the kids don't eat it, it's there because no one can afford all of this extra spending and eating. And that's what I'm trying to get my kids to understand. We're in a recession. Food is getting expensive. You guys cannot eat like there's no tomorrow. You just can't. You can't. You guys, I'm eating twice a day. My kids are eating 3 times a day. And they have trained themselves that at 12 o'clock, we're going to get a snack after lunch. At bedtime, we're going to get, and I told my kids, who told you guys that you guys were on the schedule? Well, mommy, you put us on the schedule. Yeah, when food was expensive. But now it is not. The food back then wasn't expensive. Now it's expensive. I'm telling you guys right now, a snack may not look like a pie. It may not look like cookies. It may look like fruits or yogurt or pretzels. So don't be surprised if what you're thinking is a snack is a snack because it's not. And don't be surprised if I hand you a pack of peanut butter crackers that are cheaper than, I don't know, a freaking box of pies. Or I get fruit and put peanut butter on it. And they're like, what is that? That's a snack. Because you guys want fruit roll-ups, you want this and that. And nobody can afford all that. I'm not even going to sit here and go and spend 80, $90 on snacks for you guys. And they're like, well, why are you changing everything? We want our snacks. Kids don't understand that we're in a recession and food is getting expensive. So we keep fruits in the house, pears in the can, fruit cocktail in the can, mixed fruit in the can, yogurt in the packs, pudding in the cups. And I haven't bought my kids pudding in a while because it doesn't last. And I go and I buy the 8 cups in the big pack of pudding, and it's gone. And I'm like, what the hell? So my kids and bananas, they love bananas. So I go and I buy 2 rounds of bananas, and they'll sit down, and that to me, that's a snack. That's a snack. So in their mind, oh, that's just for fruits. No, 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 no. That's your snack for today, and your other snack is this. So you guys are gonna have to play around with this food because, like I told you guys, it's getting expensive, and food is not gonna go down. Gas is not gonna go down, and the cost of living isn't gonna go down. It's not. So you need to prepare yourself for what's going on here. Another thing that I am going to do, my kids like chocolate milk. So guess what I'm going to go do? I'm going to go buy a half a gallon of milk. I have chocolate syrup here, and boom, I'm going to make them some chocolate milk. There you go. It's come down to that, you guys. They're like, "Oh, you want chocolate milk?" I'm not about to spend no $5 on no chocolate milk. Just make it at home. I'm having to do that with my water. I'm having to add fruit into my water to substitute what I'm not getting in fruits, period. Because there's certain fruits that I can't have. Another thing you guys can do when your kids are eating cereal, add fruit in there. Add fruit in the cereal. It will fill them up more when you add fruit in there. I still do that. When my kids are eating like corn flakes, I'm adding bananas in there, banana slices in there. Yeah. Same thing with their oatmeal. I'm adding fruits in there. I'm seeing every other truck come through here other than the truck that I need to see that's coming in here. Um, I haven't been on Amazon in a while, like for Prime, but I do see the little increase with the sales tax and the delivery fee. All expensive, you guys. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here to talk about this because I'm seeing the videos. I follow a lot of homestead channels where they're talking about the inflation, the recession, and stuff like that. It's insane what's going on. Eating out food does not taste right anymore. The quality of food has changed. I don't know, like there's some shrinkage going on with some burgers at these fast food places. I know that a Whopper Junior at Burger King was a little bit bigger than what my grandmother brought in here the other day. And I asked her, what the hell is that? And she's like, this is a Whopper Junior. She says, that's not a Whopper Junior. That looks like something off of a kitty meal. Um, I know that especially the Whopper Juniors have gotten smaller at Burger King. All of you people who go to Burger King, check in with me because I know for a fact those burgers used to be bigger than what they are, and they used to be fuller than what they are. Um, I don't know, you guys, man. This country just depresses me, and the more that I sit back and I watch what's going on, it's crazy, and it's just not going to get any better here. You guys need to prepare. You need to stock up. You need to do what you need to do. And you need to buckle up because I don't think things are going to get any better. I think we're headed into some kind of economic crash, possibly. I think we're heading into some very hardship for a lot of people with food. I I know that if the gas is expensive, truckers are not going to be able to get shipments to stores, which means everything that you see on the shelves right now is going to be the last of what's going to be put on there, because if truckers are not making the money delivering things to stores and they can't afford the gas, how do you expect them to get food to the stores? I would not tell you to start panic buying, but what I would start telling you to do is start stocking up. Get you one of those big 40-gallon containers and start putting non-perishable foods in there. Get you some water, and I probably do need to add some water on my order. You need to keep water and sandwich meat and bread and cracker and Ritz, like this stuff that I'm buying. You need to have this in your house. You need to have your commodities stored. You need to have rice and beans and stuff like that stored in your house, in your pantry. Peanut butter, jelly, ketchup, all everything that you're gonna need. And I would have that. I would have that emergency stockpile in my house. Just on mayo, like I gotta use mayo, mustard, pickle relish, and sandwich bread today to make chicken salad. $20 just on commodities because I'm looking at my receipt from the last time that I had to send to the store. And it's just getting expensive, you guys. Um I'm constantly buying mayo and ketchup and barbecue sauce because my kids use this on their food. Like, I don't know. You got my kids have these weird food kinks. Like they eat corn dogs with barbecue sauce. I don't know anything about that. And ketchup and mayo on and that's how they eat their stuff. Don't ask me why do they do that. I don't know. I don't know. Kids are gonna be kids, but I'm constantly buying this stuff in here. And it's like, where's the mayo at? Where's the mustard at? Oh, we used the last of that on this, and that. And I'm like, we just bought that. So I sometimes catch this stuff when it's on sale, but it's just once again, it's just getting ridiculously expensive. Um, but yeah, you guys need to just start writing down some things you're gonna need in your house and start stockpiling. That's what I would tell you to do, and just have this stuff in your house and have an emergency container solely for food and this and that, because here in a moment you're not going to be able to eat, you're not going to be able to do anything. And I have an emergency container in storage, like two of them. And I know I'm going to need to get another container for food. So I'm gonna get off of here and figure some stuff out. And I was hoping to catch some stuff from the store before the weather started. Hopefully there's not a delay on my order and it can come before this weather gets bad this evening. Um, yeah, I put a list of different things that you guys can buy that is shelf stable in my community wall. I would go back and look at that list and start shopping just like that. You guys have a good weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. Be safe and get prepared because nothing's gonna get better here, you guys. Nothing.